Alright everybody, here we go on a thing. We're about to do Cosmic Ultron. At the end of the video I will go through all my talents and gear and stuff like that. This is not really a build guide or whatever, but a lot of people have been requesting that I put the information for this stuff out there, so I'm going to do it at the end of the video. So let's get into Cosmic Ultron. Make sure it's on Cosmic difficulty and we're going to warp it. So we're going to run down here and we're going to crumble everything up. We're going to spin to win everything up. You know why? Because it's just the way to go. There's no need in your life to never spin to win. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know what I mean? You guys don't know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. You'll know what I mean after this video. So, I'm a big fan of Whirlwind. I'm a big fan of Whirlwind Barbs on Diablo. They're probably one of my favorite classes in the game, hands down. As you can see, this skill does retarded amounts of damage. We just brute there for 900,000 on a skill that hits twice per second. Okay, twice per second. You guys, like right now, it may not seem like he's doing a lot of damage. He's doing a lot of damage, and a lot of damage you can't see because I have it so it only shows crits, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, I have it so it only shows crits. The 9 crits that you see is from the shield proccing for the 200k flat damage. There's no increasing that. That is just as is. So I'm explaining some of the mechanics, and as you can see, my rotation, whatever that I like to do. Hit your 1, your 2, and then you just start spinning. Whatever button you feel more comfortable pressing for the spin is up to you. But as you can see, and sometimes like, oh no, I hit the spin button too early, right? And it goes on cooldown. That's a big problem. But let me tell you how this build counters that. So say I'm spinning, right? I've just spun through a bunch of mobs, right? And then I press it, and then, oh no, it's off of cooldown. It's okay, guys. Press your 2. Press your 2. Your 2 brutes for 500,000, right? 500,000. And it's pretty much each time you go into clobbering time, it resets the cooldown on that and your traveling ability at the same time. So abuse it. Abuse it right now. But it's not really, it's good damage. It's good damage, but you want to spin on things, especially like this cosmic thing right here. You want to get your spin on, but and account when the time when you press that button by accident and you need to recover, you got your 2. That way you're not just sitting there like a retard, like, oh no, what do I do? See, as you can see, I'm messing up because I'm talking and playing at the same time. I'm not really great at doing multitasking or whatever, but as you can see, you want to spin. You want to spin. Like, any chance you get to spin and let that sucker spin. You know what I mean? Don't be a punk about it. Alright? Let's grind these guys up. Go through here. Oh, what's that? My 1 procs my freaking thing? Oh, that's awesome. You just grind things up, guys. That's what you do on a thing. And then when you make a mistake, like I do, like as you can see, I made tons of mistakes in this video already in the rotation, but that's just what you do. You can see right there, I'm critting for almost 500,000 and I'm brooding for 800 to 900,000. Now mind you, when you are in raid or in a group with something that increases your chance to brute and your brute damage and stuff like that, oh my goodness, guys, I'm talking about you're spinning literally for 600,000 crits and over 1,000,000 brutes. It's so ridiculous the damage that you get when you have someone to support your chances to crit, and that's this build's big downside. But as you can see, he has so much raw damage, it doesn't even matter. Look at that. 35 durability, 35 stream. That's in combat, but let me show you guys what else in combat. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna press our 1, our 2, press your 6, and then you're gonna dip out on this fool. You're gonna start spinning. And you have to be real careful because, see, he has a lot of damage, but if you're not careful about timing your stuff, man, like you will get wrecked. Like Ultron hits really hard, and the thing about the thing is he's not as tanky as the Hawkman, but he has got to have the highest DPS I've ever seen in this game so far. And I mean, like, as you can see, we died 2 times or whatever, but Ultron is still dropping retardedly fast. And right now I'm kind of panicking because I don't want to die anymore. But as soon as he comes down, we're gonna hit clobbering time. We're gonna damage reduction, all that stuff, and we're gonna let him have it. All right, there we go. And as you can see, clobbering time is something that you want to keep on cooldown, because this thing will brute for 1.5 million, which is really nice for a 30-second cooldown. It's just an extra damage that's going on there. Let's pick up these drives. Now let's get into the build. Mind you guys, I don't really do build guides and stuff like that. My characters are a work in progress. I increase them as I see fit. As far as, you know, the items and stuff that I have on there, they're the best that I have at the moment that are free. I don't like to move items from other characters. I try to keep everything on a character that's on hand. Like all these items, they're his. I won't take them off of him. So here we go with the shield, because the shield is probably my favorite legendary in the whole game. Especially after this update, when things are hitting so hard, the shield is a need for a lot of characters, and the thing is no exception. Alright, then I have all his uniques. They don't have challenge bonuses on them yet. When I get challenge bonuses, it's all going to be durability, because durability increases the defense and his health. So that's always a plus. I just love defense and health, especially on these characters. You're going to get hit, unless you're Nightcrawler, in which case he doesn't get hit. I don't know why the Nightcrawler doesn't get hit, but I rumble through all the content on Nightcrawler never being hit. Even raid content, I was in there not getting hit. Alright, so then durability and strength is his attributes. I stack them through the roof. For items, I would say best in slot for any character that uses strength and durability are Fred Dukes and White Suit Jacket. Like, these items are best in slot, period. Like, someone else can tell you otherwise or whatever. These items are a must-have. They're just too good. First of all, it gives you a crap load of health, a lot of physical damage, which all the strength. Who do you have? You have Colossus, the Hawk, you know, maybe Juggernaut. I think Juggernaut's like them or whatever. But these items are all going to be best in slot for physical characters that attributes benefit them, such as strength and durability. Fist of Apocalypse is a really great item. As you can see, mine's not even blessed yet. I don't have enough to bless, because as you guys know, if you follow my channel, I gave away over 5,000 Odin marks worth of blessings during Christmas. I love to do stuff like that for people. White Gorilla Necklace is a beast for physical people. 5 strength, you can't beat it. That's up permanently just about. For relics, to be honest, you can use just about any relic you feel comfortable with. I use this relic because, well, relics are really hard to get. I need to farm them. I don't have proper relics, so I'm like, hey, melee damage and a little health won't help anything, won't hurt anything, because I am melee. And the power dupe, because, well, you know, the power dupe, it's the power dupe. You can't stop the power dupe, okay? That almost 5,000 brutal damage rating. This is exactly why that Nullfire legendary is a waste. Never get that legendary, because it's a waste. So this pretty much caps out your brute. Like, it puts your brute at some crazy damage. The ring, sling ring, it's just a ring, really. There's probably better rings out there. I've been playing the game for about 5 months, so I don't really know every ring that's out there, but there's probably a ring out here better than this one. And for your medallion, you don't really want this one. You want this. There's a couple good scroll ones out there. This is an okay one if you're like taking a lot of damage. This medallion allows me to survive Cosmic Midtown with no problem, so I use it a lot. But I can't find another Hydra one, which is the one you want. I think it has like 3 strength or 3 durability or something, and a chance to proc like 2 extra or whatever. Gives you a bunch of damage and all that good stuff. That's the one that you want, really. That's what I'm gonna try to replace this with. As far as weapons and stuff like that and armor, I just use all his uniques for now. Every once in a while I'll switch out for one of these Immortal Spears, just because it has a crap load of health. I have one with a challenge bonus, which is kind of cool, but I mean, you can't really give up the hammer, dude. The hammer just, when you hit with any power, gain 114 critical hit rating and 320 critical hit rating. This effect stacks up to 5 times. When you reach 5 stacks, become worthy, gaining, oh my goodness, 5 strength and 5 durability. Dude, when I'm fresh into combat, like on a boss or something like that, and I'm all beefed up or whatever, I've seen, I've had like over 40 durability and strength almost at the same time. Damage is ridiculous. Now let me get into the stuff that I use, like my talents and traits. Now, as you can see, you and your allies become quickened when you use hammer. Well, hammer time, you know what I mean? That's all it's really about. It's hammer time. You get this, you attack 25% faster and you move 25% faster. It's no brainer right there. This one right here, Ultimate Clash Slam, gains the following effects: max charges of 3, which is awesome. This allows you to get slammed through mobs. Like I said, this is more of a filler. Like, this is like, you want to use this, you know, mind you, the rotation, you know, use your one, then you use your two. That way you get your weaken on your target, your target's doing less damage to you, and you get your vulnerability on the target before you go into your spin. Now, also keep, guess what time it is, off cooldown. So, I mean, not off cooldown, but keep it on cooldown. Anytime you get a chance to press this button, let that thing smack off. It hits ridiculously hard. It's amazing. It's great. It's great. So bring it on. Cracking wise gains the following effects: damage reduction by 75%, cooldown increase 6 seconds, and then projectile deflect chance 100%. So when you pop this, boom, for those 3 seconds you're pretty much not gonna take damage. Damage reduction by 75%. It doesn't show it here on the tooltip. I kind of, oh wait, yes it does. Yes it does. There it goes. Damage reduction 75% for 3 seconds, which is absolutely fine. And if you're being hammered by range or melee, it doesn't matter. For 3 seconds after you press that, you're going to be a beast, and everything is going to get, you know, weaken for 5 seconds, which is perfect. This is exactly why you do a rotation of 1, you weaken everything, and then you 2, and then you go into your spin. Now, spin is a little bit weird. Like, the way the damage works, sometimes I like to like circle around the mob like this, or sometimes I like to go back and forth through the mob. I don't know what it is, but sometimes you can get on this perfect angle where it seems like it just does like a million hits at once. Like, not a million hits, but like it just disintegrates things. And I have no clue, you know, the rotation to find that. If you guys figure that out, whether it's like, you know, going like this or spinning faster, whatever it is, if you find that out, let me know, because that's pretty crazy and I've been looking forward to that. And then guess what time it is? You always want to keep that up. You just want to spam that, to be honest. It just wrecks the hell out of stuff, and it recovers your spirit if you ever decide to start Yancey and things to death. And Yancey is there kind of like, really, there's nothing really to put here, to be honest. Like, it's just here because it's just here. If I ever happen to auto attack something good, it'll auto attack them for a crap load. You know what I mean? But there's no real reason why it's there. You can put whatever extra skills you want to put here. I have those there just as fillers, so the bar's not empty. But you can put whatever you want there. I have it like this because I like things very simple. Let's go into the infinity system. For the infinity system, I put points into strength as many as I could. Strength, it's obviously 25 points. It's way too many points. I don't, it's way too many points, really. 25, you can only get 4. Well, I could only get 4. Maybe some people out there can get 5 or so like that. And I guess put the rest of the points into more signature damage. That's always really nice. And then for the reality gem, I guess went for the crit chance. And same with the brute chance, because this is where this build fails at. Like, you can put points into here and get maybe 50, you know, maybe 30, 50 crit damage and brute damage, whatever. But it don't mean nothing if you can't really brute. Like, to be honest, you definitely, the biggest weakness right now is his chance to brute and chance to crit, and that's why I say he's so strong in groups that characters buff those type of things, those attributes, because man, if he just gets like a 5% buff, it's crazy. Like he just goes ham. I put everything into defense here in the space gem because well, he needs his defense. This other stuff, it's all nice and everything. Um, area, I thought about this skill. You might can try this skill. I just thought the best thing was just to get all that defense rating because well, defense is awesome. And I always max haste, and then second after maxing haste, I try to go for attack speed. These other things, movement powers. This isn't really a movement power. It should be. It should have movement power under there, to be honest, because you kinda can't stay still with it. So technically, it is a movement power. So maybe they'll change that in the future. Speed, you don't really need anything with the speed attribute as far as this, and you don't really need any of that crap. The mind gem was another puzzling gem for me. Mind over matter is probably the best thing to get in here. It's hella expensive, 7 points per. Like it's just some of these things really need to be tuned, and that's just my god honest, opinion. Some of these things are just way too much, whatever. But yeah, mind over matter is probably the best in this tree. I mean, it's some of their alley. You don't need that. You don't need more spear. You don't have spear problems because your main skill is hammer time. You know what I mean? So you don't need spirit because you don't really use spirit at all. Intelligence you don't really need, and spirit cost reduction. Well, you don't use spirit, so and then that's it for that. And hero synergies. I have Wolverine for the brutal strike rating and brutal damage because everyone needs Wolverine in their life. I got the She-Hulk for the health regen and the physical damage. Let's see who else I got. I got Nightcrawler obviously for the physical damage, and Moon Knight for the crit crit hit multiplier. Trust me, you need this. You need Moon Knight. He is absolutely needed in this build. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, guys. You guys need it. um, defense. This is really just for extra defense or whatever. I love defense because I just love it. Hawk for the health because Hawk be hawking out. And then Emma Frost for the durability attribute. That's pretty much all I'm getting from her. To be honest, there might be some better things to go for, but this is just what I went for. Damage over time. This skill does actually count as damage over time because it's 105,000 damage twice per second. So technically that is. So Emma is an actual really perfect, you know, hero synergy. But then I have Electra for the physical damage and the damage versus bosses. And the reason I picked this over other ones is because it's an extra percentage of damage. Other ones like Squirrel Girl is 2% damage and then 2%, damage versus bosses or something like that, or both 2%. And this is well 2% physical, and then I get 3% damage versus bosses. So if you do the math, that's only 1% less boss thing than Squirrel Girl and one champion. Plus you get the physical damage, so you can't go wrong there. I got Deadpool really for the health regen, damage versus enemies targeting you. Everything's always targeting you. I didn't get the thing because well, it's just 4% damage. When you have stuff like this is really good. Percentages health regen is really good when you have a character that has over 30,000 health, especially if you put on that other item, that unique, that gives you 12,000 health right here, the Immortal Spirit. So then I have Colossus for the health and physical damage. Health is really good. It increases Yancey, but to be honest, like I said before, you don't really use Yancey. It doesn't gain hard knock. It doesn't really. It's just a really hard hitting melee attack. Like if you're stuck and you can't do anything else, at least you can punch somebody to death. You know what I mean? So and that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Oh, I didn't cover my radioactive or whatever. And these things, man, to be honest, The 1000 damage for 4 seconds after using a signature skill is okay, but it's better for characters like the Hawk that can get multiple charges of their signature. Okay, so this I meant to use for the Hawk, but it had 3 durability on it, and I'm just like, I don't have one at all for this guy, so I'm gonna use it on here. I'll get the Hawk another one later, but this was really about the attribute, the health. The regenerate 25% of your health or whatever up to 3000 is okay. What you really want to aim for is something like it restores 5000 of your health on use, and then also gives you 50% of your health, as a shield, which is awesome because that's almost 60. That's just about 16,000, 16.5 thousand shield each time you press that, and that literally is going to take care of all of your squishy problems and stuff like that. I wouldn't have died in here if I had that. As far as the Exignic, I don't have a really good one right now. I'm still farming for one, so as you can see, this is done with just relatively okay gear. And same with my pet. I haven't leveled up my pet yet. We just got the patch, I think today. Actually, we just got the patch today to allow us to re-roll. So I re-rolled as many times as I could to just get the durability, and that's why you kind of see all these, because I farmed all this stuff just to feed to my pets to get my attributes re-rolled properly. Like I said, the primary stat you kind of want to go for is durability. You want your strength up there as well. Strength is pretty cool, whatever, but durability is definitely the king. There is no cap on it. Like, there's no, like, as you can see, strength, you get 3% reduced damage from deflected attacks and stuff like that. That's all good and stuff like that, but it still gives you the 4% damage, which, let me show you guys if I haven't showed you guys that. Boom. As you can see, I have 240% damage, and that damn near goes in raid, in a party. I've seen that thing go to about, man, I think 320% more damage. So don't get confused at only having 2,700 damage and stuff like that, guys. He puts out the deeps, and that's for sure. And this has been King Fox, in my perspective, or whatever you guys want to call it, on the thing, because he's the thing. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your time.